FC Barcelona fans have been holding their breath as the fitness of their star defender, Ronald Araujo, became a topic of concern after he was forced off the pitch in the early stages of Barcelona's crucial La Liga match against Sevilla this past Sunday. The Uruguayan centre-back was pivotal to the team's defensive strategy, and his injury scare left many wondering whether he would be sidelined for a significant period, just when the business end of the 2024-2025 season was beginning to heat up. With Barcelona facing one of their toughest stretches of the season, the news of Araujo's possible injury sent waves of worry through the fanbase. The defender, who has been central to the team's defensive strength under coach Hansi Flick, has been an ever-present figure in the backline this season. However, as events unfolded at the Estadio Ram and Estancia Pizjuan, his departure from the pitch raised many questions about his fitness and availability for the crucial matches ahead. The match against Sevilla was more than just another fixture for Barcelona. With the La Liga title race in full swing and the club fighting to stay in contention at the top, every match counts. Ronald Araujo was named in the starting lineup alongside new defensive partner Íñigo Martínez, who had been brought in during the summer as part of Barcelona's plans to bolster their defense. Araujo, as usual, was expected to anchor the backline and provide his leadership qualities, helping Barcelona push for the win. However, just 22 minutes into the match, with the score tied at 1-1, disaster struck. Araujo was involved in a challenge with former Atletico Madrid midfielder Saul Niguez, which resulted in him seemingly picking up a knock to his right ankle. The impact of the tackle looked painful, and after a brief spell of trying to play through the discomfort, Araujo was forced to leave the pitch. The sight of Araujo limping off left Barcelona supporters anxious about the severity of the injury, as the Uruguayan defender was quickly replaced by 18-year-old La Masia graduate Pau Cubarsí. Cubarsi's entry was a rare occasion for the young defender, who had been patiently waiting for an opportunity to prove himself at the senior level. But even with his bright future ahead of him, the focus remained on Araujo's condition. The injury scare became a major talking point after the game, especially given how crucial Araujo's presence is for Barcelona. His absence would undoubtedly be a massive blow for Hansi Flick's tactical setup, especially with the team heading into a busy period. Initial fears and the importance of Araujo to Barcelona. After Araujo left the pitch, there were immediate fears that he might have sustained a serious ankle injury. Given the forceful nature of the tackle by Niguez, it was easy to assume that Araujo might have suffered ligament damage or even a potential fracture. Losing Araujo at this juncture would not only be a blow to Barcelona's defensive strength but also to the player himself. After all, the Uruguayan had only recently renewed his contract with the club, committing his future to Barcelona until mid-2031. There had been speculation earlier in the season linking him with a move to Juventus, but Araujo dismissed those rumors and reaffirmed his commitment to the club, much to the delight of Barcelona supporters. Having signed a long-term contract, Araujo is now one of Barcelona's most important assets, and any injury to him could disrupt the team's defensive cohesion. Araujo has been instrumental in Barcelona's defense since his arrival from Uruguayan club Boston River in 2018, quickly establishing himself as one of the top center-backs in Europe. His leadership, physicality, and ability to read the game have made him a key player for both Barcelona and the Uruguayan national team. His absence would leave a significant void in the team, and with Barcelona in the midst of a challenging season, that void could prove difficult to fill. It's important to note that Araujo has had his share of injury concerns in recent months. Last summer, during the Copa America, Araujo suffered a thigh injury in a quarter-final match against Brazil, which kept him out for the remainder of 2024. His recovery during the off-season was closely monitored by Barcelona's medical team, as Araujo looked to regain his fitness and form ahead of the new campaign. During his absence, Barcelona's defensive lineup saw a shift. Íñigo Martínez, who had been signed from Athletic Bilbao in the summer, stepped in alongside other central defenders. Martinez's arrival brought a new dynamic to the back line, and he formed a strong partnership with Araujo when both were fit. However, when Martinez was also sidelined with a calf injury, Araujo had to return to the starting 11 to lead the defense once again. Despite his injury setbacks, Araujo's return to full fitness has been crucial for Barcelona's defense, and his leadership has been vital for coach Hansi Flick's tactical plans. With Araujo back in the fold, Barcelona's defense has looked more solid, and the team has been able to utilize its high defensive line and offside trap system effectively. But with the injury scare against Sevilla, questions about Araujo's durability were raised once again. Barcelona's defensive strategy relies heavily on his presence, and any extended absence could leave them vulnerable in high-stakes matches. Thankfully, the situation regarding Araujo's fitness took a positive turn after he underwent tests on Monday to assess the damage. The results were a huge relief for both the player and the club. According to reports from several outlets, including Gigantes and Marca, the tests revealed that Araujo had only sustained bruising to his right ankle, and no major ligament damage or fractures were found. This news came as a huge sigh of relief for Barcelona, who were holding their breath as they awaited the results. With the injury not as serious as initially feared, Araujo's recovery timeline looks much more promising. While the bruising may cause some discomfort and require a brief period of rest, it appears that the defender will be able to return to action sooner rather than later. This means that Araujo will be available for Barcelona's upcoming fixtures, including key matches in both La Liga and the Champions League. His ability to partner with Íñigo Martínez once he's fully recovered will be crucial for the team's chances of securing silverware this season. Looking ahead, Araujo's recovery will be closely monitored by Barcelona's medical team. With the business end of the 2024/2025 season upon them, Barcelona can ill afford to lose one of their most important players for an extended period. Araujo will be eager to return to the pitch and help Barcelona push for the La Liga title and make a strong run in the Champions League, where they are still alive in the knockout stages. As things stand, Araujo looks set to compete for minutes with Íñigo Martínez in the coming weeks. Barcelona has one of the strongest center-back pairings in Europe when both are fit, and their partnership will be pivotal to the team's success. Araujo's leadership, coupled with Martinez's experience and defensive prowess, gives Barcelona one of the most solid defensive units in world football. If both players can stay healthy and continue their excellent form, Barcelona's defense will remain one of their strongest assets as they chase their goals this season. Araujo's commitment to the club, his leadership on the pitch, and his growing partnership with Íñigo Martínez make him one of Barcelona's most valuable players. As long as he remains fit, Barcelona has a chance to compete at the highest level, both domestically and in Europe. The club will be hoping that Araujo's recent injury scare was just that, a scare, and that he can continue his strong performances as the season progresses. With Araujo back to full fitness and ready to play, Barcelona's defense looks more formidable than ever. For now, fans can breathe a sigh of relief, knowing that their star defender will be back in action soon. The coming weeks will be crucial for Barcelona's title hopes, and with Araujo in the lineup, they'll be hoping to continue their push for silverware.